Welcome, Smartphone General Manager here to give you a projected win and loss total of the Baltimore Ravens based off their 2023 schedule. Week 1, they have the Houston Texans led by new head coach DeMeco Ryans and rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud coming to the bank. I'm really high on the Texans. I like all the moves that they did, but it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. The Ravens are definitely going to win this. Lamar, he have a great record in September. We just going to say that's a win. I mean, John Harbaugh record versus rookie quarterbacks is pretty high, so we just going to give them a win here. Week 2, we have the Ravens going to the Bengals. They don't have the greatest record at the Jungle, so I'm going to give them a loss there. The Bengals, I think they're going to shoot out of a cannon this year. I think they're going to be pretty good. They're going to be chasing the Lombardi as well as the Ravens. Week 3, we have another rookie. By that time, I think Anthony Richardson is going to start. The Colts, they got to come to M&T Bank Stadium. So some of the Ravens games are going to be gimmies because I know a lot of these rookie quarterbacks not going to come to M&T Bank Stadium and beat the Ravens, especially with Lamar. Week 4, they are at the Browns. I would say that's going to be a loss. I think Deshaun Watson is out to prove that he's still he was probably top 5 when he had his best season in Houston. Week 5, at the Steelers, I think the Ravens are going to get revenge for that last game last year when they lost. I think Lamar going to start strong, so that's like a 3-2 start. Week 6 is at Titans, but it's in London, so I think the Ravens are going to win that one. They lost the last one real ugly when they played the Jags in London, so I think they're going to change a few things and they're going to win. Week 7, when they get back after London, it's kind of strenuous, so I think the Lions going to score a lot of points, and I think they're going to come to the bank, and the Lions are going to win. The Ravens are going to. Week 8, I think the Cardinals are tanking, so we don't know if Kyler Murray's going to be back or not, but I don't care. Lamar has a great record versus the NFC, and I think he's just going to outright win this one. Then they go back home the next week, week 9, and play Seattle. East Coast coming to West Coast, early game. Most of the time they lose, so I'm going to give the Ravens that. I don't think Geno is going to replicate the same season. They do have a lot of weapons, but it's going to be some growing pains. And then week 10, I think the Ravens going to, win at home versus the Browns. They got to split with them for sure. Week 11, short week. Thursday night at home, most of the time the home team wins on a short week because you got to travel and it's strenuous and stuff. So I got the Ravens winning this one, and they split with the Bengals on the year. Week 12, I have them beating the Chargers at the Chargers because the 10-day, it's like a mini bye. And, John Harbaugh, he prepared real well. So I think they going to go to L.A. and beat the Chargers. Then they have a bye. And after the bye, they start in Week 14 versus the Rams. The West Coast coming to East Coast. I think the Rams are not going to be too good. They have a lot of young players on their defense, so I'm going to give the Ravens the win on this one. Week 15, they at Jacksonville. Last year, I think the Ravens should have won that game, but a lot of the receivers and stuff, they dropped passes. So this year, primetime game, John Harbaugh, Lamar Jackson on the road, they always win big games, so I think they're going to win this one and beat Jacksonville, which is going to be pretty good this year. Then they got to go to 49ers. I think on Christmas, it's going to be a little too much, so on Monday night, on Christmas night, it's going to be a big game, but I think the 49ers are going to win this one at home. Then week 17, they really should have beat the Dolphins last year, but they had, a collapse in the fourth quarter, so I think they're going to get their revenge this year, and they're going to win this one. And then week 18, versus the Steelers, good Steelers team. I think the Ravens come out with the dub at home after. So I have the Ravens finishing with 13-4 record. Check back to see what team I do next.